Major Mohammed Ali Shah, uh, you know Manipur like the back of your hand. You've served there as well. What do these new updates make you feel? Are we headed in the right direction when it comes to the long time stability that Manipur and perhaps even you have always craved for?
Right, Vineet, that's a very, very good question, and I commend you for your understanding, particularly of Manipur and the North. Not many people, many journalists have this kind of understanding. Very key. Now, Vineet, the fact is Manipur has always struggled with insurgency from a very, very long time. There have been underground groups over there. Now, adding more to that, when this ethnic violence broke out on 3rd of May 2023, thereafter, again, matters became worse. Thereafter, we couldn't recognize who the village volunteer, who's armed, and who's underground. So there were cases where at the CRPF camp, 10 village volunteers, or so to say, it was a very tough thing that they were underground or they were village volunteers, who they were. So they were shot by CRPF. Now, whether it was a judicial killing or not, no one knows. Now, the very fact is, when such a thing has happened, Manipur has always struggled with it. The armed forces, they had their hands tied behind their backs. Armed forces, I mean the entire security forces, be it Assam Rifles, be it BSF, be it Army, be it anyone, be it the police, be it anyone who's maintaining security over there. Now, recently conducted operations in Manipur, where there were 4 separate operations in Bishnupur and Kakshan districts. Now, I've spent a reasonable time in Kakshan district. In fact, I carry very fond memories of Kakshan Museum and near Palil and near Teknopal. The Sora Basti was there. It was very, very fine people. In fact, as General Asana rightly said earlier, the Cookies and the Maitis were like brothers, very, very close to each other. There never was any rift between them. And so, I have had the honor of interviewing many Maite friends of mine and many Cookie friends of mine, in fact. And they say that we don't know why we are fighting. Many of them don't even know the reason. I mean, people can say, oh, it's because of the SC/ST status, it's because of the court, it's because of Justice Muridharan, your ruling. Many of them, the common Maite wants peace. A common Cookie wants peace. Now, when things have gone very far, and now again, when they are operationed by security forces, there's a journalist friend of mine who's right now on ground, right now present in Manipur right now. In fact, I have been in touch with her, and she told me that now the concept of village volunteers, they have moved it out now. It is not anymore, and anyone found with a weapon is treated like an underground. That's what she told me. Now in the search operation, the recently conducted search operation, the Highgram Tera Pishak area or the Highgram Leke area in Kakshan, there were operations conducted there. The security forces, they arrested another active cadre of ACP, PWT from Moirang. Now that road again is a little. It used to be it was infested at one time by a lot of underground. We did not know. I mean, who with an underground without a weapon, irrespective of whichever community he is from, whichever race he's from, he's a civilian. So it's very difficult to recognize. And even if you would know that so and so is from an underground faction, if he appears before you without a weapon, you cannot do anything. You can't do anything about it. So now, when the governor, Mr. Bhalla, he said, okay, there would be surrender of arms and anyone should surrender straight away. There was a lot of weapons. There were a lot of weapons, but most of them were from the valley, in fact. They are from Hill district. They were very less people who came forward with looting weapons. Now, is it that because they did not have illegal arms? I don't believe that. I think both the communities had illegal arms. But again, one point to be noted was the surrendered weapons were all minor weapons like .22 or 12 rifle or shotgun, something which not automatics like 9mm pistol or a 9mm carbine or an AK-47 or 9mm insas. The 5.56 mm insas rifle. They were not many. We saw very few weapons being surrendered there. Now, are we on the right track? Coming on your question, yes, we are currently on the right track, but it takes time. Now, they were peace talks. between, they were peace talks which did not really culminate into anything much. First and foremost prime thing, General Asthana is right here. He is from the Assam regiment. He has lived his entire life with people from the northeast part of India, with Nagas, with Cookies, with Maites. And the very fact is, why cannot the government form a team of interlocutors and get people on the table, such as who have great understanding, who are very neutral, who are from neither community, like General Asthana, one perfect example, I would say, and they have been former GOC 3 corps, they have been former DG Assam Rifles, General Pradeep Nair. I mean, there is General Sangwan, there is whole lot of chairmen, ceasefire monitoring group. They are former DGPs, former chief secretaries, former governors. If the government wants, they can form a team of these people who understand Manipur, who have served there, who have an experience, and they have an influence with both the communities. In fact, see, I'll give you a small, and I'll quickly conclude. See, I understand the fact that in my domain, I would not like someone from outside coming in and telling me what to do, what not to do in my domain. It's there, it's but natural everywhere. But when peace has to be brought in at any cost,
Okay.
have to get people who are neutral, who are acceptable to both the communities.
Right. Mohammed Ali Shah, any concluding thoughts before we wrap up?
Right, Reed, I have been constantly saying that the government should show seriousness. They have been serious. I'll not deny that. But that showing of seriousness, just showing of concern, to reach to the down level. I mean, otherwise people from Manipur would say, "What the hell? We are being neglected upon." I'm sure they would not be neglected. I'm sure they would be everyone's concern. Everyone loves them like anything. For all the communities equally. So they should be more expressive. When you love someone, show it, as I say. So they should be more expressive. And I've been shouting my lungs out, saying it. The need of the hour is no more talks of peace committee. They formed a 51-member peace committee. Why not interlocutors? I doubt, if you could ask Tankar Singh over here, if he would know who the interlocutor is. I have a doubt if he would be knowing, because I don't know. And I've been so deeply invested into what's happening in Manipur. I don't know. I don't know if General Hassan also would be knowing, if Viswajit would be knowing, if you would be knowing. I mean, we don't know who the interlocutors are. It's very important to know who the interlocutors are, if at all, and they have to be in communication straight away with you.
All right.